Hi guys, it's Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for another video. Now you already know what it is. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I upload 5 videos a week, that's one every weekday. I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like movies, sports, anime, cartoons, superheroes, the whole gambit. You name it. I try to find the motivational or inspirational aspect of it and then present it in a way that you can easily understand it, internalize it, and then implement it into your life. So if this is something that you may be interested in, please join my channel. Now with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about Ant-Man. Now Ant-Man, I'm gonna be honest, growing up, he was a superhero that we didn't think much of. You knew who he was, but you didn't care. You know, his power was to get big and get small, right? It's whoop-de-doo. But then, with the creation of the MCU, you get the cinematic version of the Ant-Man with Paul Rudd, and it's really funny. He does like heist movies and stuff like that where they try to, recover things. In the first one, they were stealing something. In the second one, they were on the run from the authorities. But good, entertaining movies, right? But the thing about Ant-Man is that his power is very simple, right? At will, for the most part, he can either get really tiny to the point where no one can see him. He could go back to his regular size, or he can get extremely big where you could see him even if you were a mile away, right? And that's his power. His whole character is based on his ability to use this power to become extremely elusive, extremely hard to fight in battle, and also, a great help if you fighting bad guys who have maybe a big warship that needs punching in the face, right? So, very useful power, I guess, in terms of a team, right? But the reason I'm talking about Ant-Man today is because that power is very symbolic of what a lot of people exhibit in terms of how they deal with the world. We very much at will shrink ourselves, then grow back to regular size, and then maybe even get big at our own whim. And I'm not talking about weight loss and weight gain. I'm talking about our presence. I'm talking about our confidence. I'm talking about our self-esteem. So many of us, we walk around very normal, right? Very, sure of ourselves. But then when we enter high leverage situations where our confidence would very much so benefit us. Maybe it's time to go in and ask for a promotion or a raise. Maybe it's time to try to sell yourself to this new program that you're applying for. Maybe it's time to try to assert yourself to be the team captain of whatever your athletic team is. Maybe it's time for you to maybe lead in terms of a relationship. Whatever it may be, we get into these high stress level situations. And when we should be growing, we shrink. We shrink so small that we hope no one sees us. We hope no one calls on us. We hope no one asks us to give an account of why we deserve what we say we deserve. We hope no one can see us, just like Ant-Man. And then at the same time, when we get into these very low stress situations, very low outcome situations where it doesn't even matter. I'm talking about pickup games at the YMCA where no one's getting paid to play basketball. Then all of a sudden, we're extremely sure of ourselves. We're extremely big-headed. No, we can't hit a jump shot if the basket came and stood right in front of us. Wouldn't be able to throw a rock-shaped basketball in the ocean if we tried. But yet in those situations where there's no need to be super confident about yourself and super grandiose, where you can't really control the outcomes, then we grow. You see, we have to learn to be confident where it's important. And we have to learn to stand on our value and who we believe we are. And we can't shrink just because we get uncomfortable. It's kind of like how you remember when you were in school and you would have this thought and you would be thinking, man, I'm unsure about what the teacher is talking about, but I don't want to ask a question. Not because I don't want to know bad enough, but because I'm afraid that if I ask, I'm going to look stupid. And it's kind of like that old saying says, it's better to let people think you're foolish than to open your mouth and prove that you are. It's like we get afraid, and trust me, I know I'm educated enough. I have enough degrees to know and to have been there in that situation. And so we have to learn and fight the urge to shrink, especially when the outcomes affect us. We have to learn to be confident about the value we bring to the table. Confident about what we say we want and what we say we need. Confident about the fact that we are good enough. Confident. Not cocky. See, confidence is not foreign to humility. Because I am a firm believer in humility. Confidence, that's one of my favorite biblical scriptures, is the one that says, and this is the confidence that we have, that if we ask anything according to his will, that he hears us. And we know that if he hears us, then we shall have what we ask. You see, confidence is all about what you know and purposefully expressing that to others as it relates to who you are. When I know that I have a certain expertise, confidence says that I sell myself based on that expertise and what I actually know that I have the ability to do. When I have a certain athletic ability and skill, confidence says that I show up to the tryouts as if I'm already on the team because I know what I can do athletically compared to others. Confidence just expresses the value that you know, right, is there. And the funny thing about Ant-Man is that Ant-Man didn't get this power to shrink and grow at will just out of the blue. He has a partner named Wasp. And technically you can say that she trained him in the skill of shrinking and growing at will. And the reason this is so relevant is because a lot of times those who are around you and their, inclination and proneness to shrink and grow at will tends to affect you. Back to the classroom. A lot of times, think to that question that you didn't ask, right? Think to the question that you didn't ask, that you wanted to ask, that you were afraid to ask. And tell me honestly, had just one other person in the room asked a question that was even remotely similar, would you have felt more comfortable asking the question? Probably so. In fact, the saying is, if there's no stupid question, if you have a question, ask it, because there's a good chance that there's more than one other person who's thinking the exact same question. because maybe the teacher just isn't delivering the message clearly enough. So it's very likely that had someone else been more confident, that you would have been more confident. But here's the law of life. You can't control anyone else. You can only control you. You have to be the one who's confident enough to be, to stand on your value, to stand on your principles, to stand on your worth. So that when someone else sees you raise your hand to ask the question, they're comfortable enough too. Guys, I'm still using this metaphor. When someone sees you confident enough to go in and ask for the raise, and they know that they bring a similar level of value, they might ask too. So guys, where is your confidence? Are you like the Ant-Man and the Wasp? You shrink and grow at a whim. In high leverage situations, when the fight is on, you immediately get small and high? Or are you kind of like the Hulk? At this point, he never goes away. He's always big. It's hard to hide. Which are you? Work on staying big. You know, it was in the, I won't even go there. But work on staying big. That's my video, guys. If you haven't already, you already know what to do. Go ahead, like the video, guys. I don't know why you haven't already liked it. I'm here talking, spitting this fire. You ain't liked the video yet? What you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. I've never wanted a bell ring more than when it's 2:59 and the teacher ain't asked for homework yet and I know I ain't did it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hit the bell. Guys, I upload 5 videos a week. That's one every weekday. Do motivational, inspirational content, pop culture twists. I look at movies, TV shows, anime, cartoon, superheroes, sports. Did I say sports already? Maybe. I look at everything and I try to find the motivational or inspirational aspect of it, and then I try to package it in a nice bundle with a bow on top and deliver it in a way that when you get it, it just clicks and makes all the sense in the world. Guys, if you know someone who can benefit from my channel, from my messages, from my videos, send them my way. There's a song from the 90s that goes like, "Shorty swing my way." Y'all know how it goes. Swing my way. That's the video, guys. I want to thank you all for watching this long. And until next time, peace.